We begin tonight with in-depth coverage of Campaign 2014 and our latest Eyewitness News Providence Journal debate. Tonight, it was the Republican gubernatorial candidate's turn to square off. And it was broadcast live over on WPRI 12 and streamed live online at WPRI.com. Now, Allan, Fung, and Ken Block have been taking shots at each other in their TV ads, and that continued tonight on the stage at PPAC. We have live team coverage for you tonight. Target 12 investigator Tim White, the host of tonight's debate, is standing by with in-depth analysis. First, though, we go live to Target 12 investigator Walt Buteau, live outside PPAC with a wrap-up.
In the sport of politics and verbal sparring, this quickly became a bare-knuckle debate. The gloves were never on.
My opponent has a history of supporting Barack Obama, not once, but twice.
Pretty much made it the only argument that he has. And it's quite frankly a junior high school level.
They accused each other of changing their stances on everything from gun control to Deepwater Wind to political parties.
Everything that comes out of Ken Block's mouth has to be examined closely because he's flip-flopped more than John Kerry on many issues.
Mayor Fung was a registered Democrat, and he donated to Democrats like Congressman David Cicilline.
Fung then took a shot at Block's 3-2-1 plan to cut and give money back to taxpayers.
3 minus 2 minus 1 equals 0. It's a lot of rhetoric.
A plan to save the taxpayers of Rhode Island $1 billion.
Unfortunately, my opponent's touting of his billion-dollar plan is bogus.
Block called Fung's claims of bettering Cranston's financial footing bogus.
The mayor has raised taxes. The mayor has mismanaged the city of Cranston.
Do you make up numbers? He said that.
It's outside objective agencies that have audited us and put us at an A rating.
On the Cranston ticket scandal, Block blamed Fung's sweetheart police contract for provoking it.
Democratic City Council was acting more Republican than its Republican mayor.
If we were negotiating unfair contracts, how can we have 3 straight years of no tax increases?
Fung fired a campaign finance scandal right back at Block.
The fact that you were fined and had to admit that you funneled money illegally in the moderate party speaks for itself.
Did you funnel money?
I did not funnel money. I asked the State Board of Elections if we could make the transaction. I was told that we could.
He did say, though, that he was later told he could not send that money to the moderate party, leading to the fine. Keep in mind that both these candidates agreed that no matter who loses or wins, they will endorse the other candidate, the other Republican candidate. Live with the Target 12 investigators, Walt Buteau, Eyewitness News.
Once again, we are looking ahead at what impact tonight's debate may have on the race for the GOP nomination. Target 12 investigator Tim White spoke with our political analyst, Joe Fleming. He continues our in-depth coverage now, live from the Providence Mobile Newsroom.
Tonight's Republican gubernatorial debate here at PPAC was in stark contrast to last week's Democratic debate. Tonight, Ken Block and Allan Fung hammered each other's records and resumes.
Everything that comes out of Ken Block's mouth has to be examined closely.
If you were keeping score at home,
listening to the mayor two-step around the issue.
Eyewitness News political analyst Joe Fleming says the debate was a draw.
I thought in the first half of the debate, Tim, that Allan Fung had the advantage, and I also felt in the second half of the debate, Ken Block had the advantage.
Fleming says Fung did a good job questioning Block's Republican credentials.
My opponent has a history of supporting Barack Obama, not once, but twice.
But then Fleming says Fung was rattled when questioned about issues plaguing the Cranston Police Department.
I don't think he answered the question that well. I think I was a little nervous with that question and the answer, and I thought Ken Block was very aggressive during that point of the debate.
Mr. Mayor, if you can't manage your own local police department, how can you ask these voters for a promotion to be governor?
Do you think anything happened tonight to move the needle?
Well, it depends on how you want to look at it. The one thing I noticed tonight was Allan Fung kept stressing the word experience, the experience he had. Ken Block kept talking about he's the outsider against the insider.
Fleming says both candidates actually took some moderate positions on some of the issues, which actually may help one of them going into the general election. With the Providence Mobile Newsroom, Tim White, Eyewitness News.
You can find much more Campaign 2014 coverage online. WPRI.com reporters Dan McGowan and Ted Nisi have more in-depth analysis of the debate.
Plus, you can watch or rewatch the entire debate. It's all on WPRI.com.